The smartest creators are quietly building ecosystems. They realize that attention is a fleeting resource, a digital currency that devalues the moment it is earned. While the world chases the loud noise of the crowd, a silent few are constructing something far more permanent, invisible, and deeply resilient. Elias saw the numbers on his social media channels climbing: 3 million views, 50,000 new followers in a month, and a notification bell that never stopped ringing. To the outside world, he was the definition of success. He had the reach, the vanity matrix, and the intoxicating adrenaline of digital relevance. The monetization was there too. Ad revenue hit his bank account like clockwork, and brand deals filled his inbox. He felt invincible, draped in the comfort of a thriving channel. But beneath the polished surface of his high-rise life, the foundation was built on someone else's land. He was a tenant, not an owner. His entire livelihood depended on a black box, a line of code he didn't write and couldn't control. He had no way to speak to his audience without the permission of the social media app. No direct line, no safety net. He was one update away from total silence. His business was a house of cards. There was no infrastructure to capture the souls behind the views. No system to turn a casual click into a lifelong relationship. He was just trading his emotional health for temporary spikes in a graph that cared nothing for his longevity. Gradually, the exhaustion began to seep in. The pressure to feed the machine became a heavy weight. He realized that if he stopped for even a week, the income would vanish. He was a high-paid laborer in a digital factory, trapped by the very success he had sought. Then, the inevitable happened. There was an algorithm shift, a policy change. In just 48 hours, his reach plummeted by 70%. The brand deals dried up. The silence in his notifications was deafening. The realization hit him like a physical blow. He now realized that he didn't actually own his business. He now developed a fear that turned into a cold, hard clarity. He saw the trap for what it was. He understood that a channel is not a business. It is merely a storefront. Without a back-end ecosystem, he was just a performer waiting for the curtains to be closed by an invisible hand. It was at this point that the realization made him to begin studying the architects of the creator economy. He learned that trust is the only asset that compounds. He saw that the most stable businesses weren't built on views alone, but on owned relationships. He needed an ecosystem where he held the keys to the kingdom. He started to rebuild from the ground up. He shifted his focus from broad reach to deep resonance. He implemented lead capture systems that didn't feel like marketing, but like an invitation. He began to weave in emotional storytelling into the very fabric of his social media infrastructure. He designed a trust sequence, that is, a way to nurture his audience away from the noise of the platform. He moved them into a private space where he could share his philosophy without filters. Every interaction moving forward was designed to compound emotional trust and demonstrate long-term value before his audience. After doing this, the back end transformed. He moved away from the instability of ad revenue and toward recurring systems. He built a monetization ecosystem that rewarded deep loyalty rather than shallow attention. The pressure to go viral was replaced by the peace of a predictable business model. His positioning changed. He was no longer just another creator in the feed. He was now an authority. By owning his audience, he had the leverage to dictate his own terms. He was no longer a victim of the algorithm. He was now the architect of his own destiny. The relief that he felt was profound. For the first time in years, Elias felt a sense of true stability. The anxiety of the next video had evaporated, replaced by the quiet confidence of a man who owned his own platform. He had transitioned from a creator to a business owner. Ownership changed his perspective. He stopped thinking in weeks and started thinking in decades. He realized that the greatest luxury in the creator economy isn't wealth or fame. It is the peace of mind that comes from knowing that your foundation is unbreakable. Longevity in the social media space is not about how many people see you today, but about how many people trust you tomorrow. Your infrastructure is the container for that trust. Without it, you are just a ghost in the machine. With it, you are an empire. If you are ready to stop playing a game you cannot win and start building a business you actually own, I invite you to enter our private creator ecosystem. There, we break down the strategic infrastructure that are used by the world's most resilient creators. Access the deeper insights below this video and begin your shift towards sustainable ownership. And please, leave a thoughtful comment reflecting on where your own infrastructure might be fragile. Let's start the conversation about what truly lasts.